We're jumping straight in here today. So I got two video clips to show you from Indonesia. That's what you're seeing right here. This was taken in June of this year. Obviously, you see an object that's floating back there. In the background, he kind of zooms in and out on this, and I'll actually zoom in on this in just a minute and then also slow it down as well. So it's pretty obvious that whatever this is, it is saucer shaped or disc shaped. And as I mentioned, this was taken in June of this year, 2022, in case you're watching this video several years down the road. And it's pretty interesting because finding the whole clip is always difficult to do. But slowing this down just a little bit, you guys see that he's kind of zooming in and out. And whatever this is just kind of just floating there. Trying to get the whole clip, but you guys know sometimes that's pretty difficult. You can only get so much when so much information is put out there for this. But you guys see there zooming in, it is disc shape, and I have one more. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more. I don't know what to make of this one. It does kind of remind me of, in a way, of the sport model that Bob Lazar has talked about. I know that's kind of referenced a lot on this channel, but a lot of these crafts do seem to be shaped like that. So maybe this is something that they actually were successfully able to reverse engineer, and they're kind of flying in different parts of the world. I don't know, but this one's actually pretty interesting. So put your comments down below of what you think about this particular video clip here, because it is pretty interesting. When you zoom in more, it just looks a little bit more distorted, of course. And then there's another clip too. See a lady there on a bike. This guy looks up and he sees this object just floating there in the sky, and that's interesting too. And then he kind of zooms in on it, and you can see, of course, it's going to be saucer shaped, which I'll show you guys again. There, you see it there. So slowing it down and then trying to zoom in on it, it does seem like it has a very faint glow underneath it. As you guys see, as this zooms in, you'll start to see that. He looks back down, he looks back up, and he starts to try to zoom in on it, which is good because we actually have references to other objects too. Some of you guys with the good calculations can probably tell how far it was in the sky and probably how large it was based off of a couple of things there. But here it is kind of zoomed in. You guys will see this here. So pretty interesting stuff. These videos are starting to come out a lot more. You guys can see kind of that circular bottom underneath it. It's kind of a faintish blue. It's kind of hard to tell because the video quality isn't the best in the world, but you guys see that there, and it's kind of tilting up at an angle. So that's pretty interesting. Put your comments down below of what you guys think about this. And I'm kind of chuckling because this next one, this one's going to be, I know, nicknamed the poop UFO, because you guys will see why. Yeah, it just did that for real. It really just did that. Don't know what this dropped. This is just sitting here, and this one was taken in Canada. You see this object floating there, and then something just drops out of it. Of course, it is disc shaped. This actually reminds me of some of the shaped UFOs or UAPs we saw back, or we heard about in the 50s, 60s, and probably early 70s. But whatever this dropped out of it is, I have no idea. I don't know if it's trash or anything, and I would like to know more of the location instead of just being in Canada, because it'd be interesting if I saw this drop and I was filming this. I would go over there and see what it was it dropped out, because obviously it may be some kind of disposal product or something. Or maybe you guys saw this video clip before. I think this is my first time actually seeing this. And there it is right there. Whatever it is, it just drops straight out like it is trash. And we'll zoom in on it just a little bit here. It's kind of at a weird angle, but I have a better angle coming up. And bam, it just opens up. It just drops stuff out. So the guy who was filming this, or the person that was filming this, was just, of course, a little bit unstable. Don't have an exact date on this particular clip, but I know it was taken in Canada. And you guys see it there, and then it just kind of opens up a little bit on the bottom, and then it just drops it. Now, if this was at night, I have seen particular clips of UFOs or UAPs kind of just dropping stuff at night. So maybe if this was at night, it probably would have been illuminated. I'm not sure. But it's getting interesting, guys. I have a lot more clips and stuff like this coming up real soon. But put your comments down below of what you think about this too, or if you've heard about this.